Oh, so you read a bit about Lucille.
Yeah, a bird and her healing effects without knowing. Can't wait.
It's quite cute, eh?
It is. It is.
Yeah, Abt al Matin. That's the guy who's writing the narrations from his point of view. So I try to make him as goofy as I could, you know. Oh, let me spray some deodorant. Ugh, been sitting out. Ugh, too much sitting. We're live everywhere. See who jumps on and says hi.
Yes.
Hi. What did I do with the cat? Donald's spray stuff is lekker. It's quite nice.
It is. It's quite nice.
I smell nice now. It's always nice to smell nice.
It's nice to smell noise.
Let's see what I'm working on today. Tra-la-la-li-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. I was working on I don't know. I just said a smiling humanoid chicken. I'm messing around with characters, with goofball characters for the game, you know. I love this. There's another one here where he's like knows something. He's like, ah.
He's like a goofball.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows something we don't. It's like, yeah.
Oh my secrets
It's
today.
awesome, man. Yeah, yesterday it was cats, today it's chickens. Let's see. Okay, so it was create. Yeah, I can do a rerun. A smiling humanoid chicken. I'm always just messing around to see what ridiculous characters we can add to the game, you know? Like, yeah, I mean, we got plenty for now, but I always keep not be in the mood to be creating dumb chickens, but then, you know, okay, I got those somewhere.
Yeah.
Check it this one. Yeah. So you got this dude.
Oh my word, he's worse. He's like a pirate. This one.
This is like the most legend chicken ever. Is that? Hey.
Hey.
That's nightmare fuel. Yes. Oh my word. That is terrible. We have to create a range called Goofball Chickens.
This is something else. Oh my word.
Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa, how do you like the chicken? They're definitely family, eh? Ugh.
That's worse.
Oh my word.
Oh.
Hey, there's Ash. Hey Ash, do you like our chickens?
Hi, Ashley.
Hello, I couldn't hear you.
See, Ash, this is our chicken. Vanessa says, "How can I come live with you?" Oh, maybe send Vanessa the link that I sent you,
Okay, let me do that.
and then she can come jump on stage. Vanessa's awesome.
It's
So,
a
Ashley,
linky.
you're about to meet Vanessa. Always laugh, Vanessa. So her home language is Afrikaans, and then she says she runs out of airtime when she speaks English. Okay, let's see. Let's
Hold
see
on,
what
I'm gonna
else
do
we got
it
here.
one more
Is
time.
that the last chicken? Yeah, I mean that was a great one. I'm gonna do more chickens. I think we need to do a range of these particular chickens. Yo, that's very, very funny. I
That's very
mean,
funny.
this dude over here is just like nightmare fuel.
It's a pirate.
Pirate chicken. Yo, I mean, something went wrong with these chickens. Somewhere in that lab at Kentucky on one of the farms, they were doing experiments to see if they could increase the intelligence of chickens. And then you get these teeth, but the teeth is the funniest. This dude is such a legend.
This one.
Uh, oh, that one's serious. I don't know what's going on there.
Woo!
So, what you been up to, Ash? You've muted yourself, Ashley. She's still trying to push buttons and stuff. Can't hear you. Let's see her. Unmute. There you go. Wait, can I unmute you? I don't know. I'm clicking, but it's not unmuting. We can see you, but we can't hear you. Oh, she says, 1 second. Thingy, a thingy.
Rev, remove the chicken.
Yes, that's nightmare fuel. Some of these chickens are. Oh, there, Ash is back. Guess
Can
who's
you hear
back?
me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
I am so these iPods, like they're brand new, and they only go into one ear. It just and my headphones don't work on this computer, so
Oh, but they're going to work on your new computer.
they are.
Then you're going to be like a gamer.
Yeah, and this will just be used for like email and I don't know
And
what else.
image. Yes.
I'm excited
Well,
though.
yeah, me too. It'd be cool having you shouting and screaming at your screen.
No, so I joined a group. It's called what Bitcoin. It's a meetup group.
Oh, yeah?
So that was fun last night. So that's every other Tuesday.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, they're interested in. I'm sure at some point I'll pitch this to them. They're interested. I sent the link out to one of them too. So
they're all Bitcoin holders. Just like.
Or it's to come learn about Bitcoin or farming, or they have a different topic every week, and then they just get together. So we had snacks and pizza last night, so it's good.
Pizza and Bitcoin. Is it like real humans that you meet up in like real meetup, or is it like a Zoom thing? Or?
No, I'm done with online meeting people. Like,
so it's actual, like the Bitcoin gang.
You get to get off your seat and you get to walk and go there. Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's cool.
But
y'all Bitcoining.
But it was fun. So I'll
I'm
go
sure.
back. Learned a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very awesome. Yeah, I mean, the more you can learn about cryptocurrency, the better. Definitely. Yeah, I'm feeling like tired after laughing so much now.
It's supposed to revive you.
Well, how do I get rid of that? Ugh.
Ugh. Why are you looking at these? Like what?
Field commander in our fight to keep these little girls safe. As a commander, you will command the greatest heroes in the multiverse and
I
fight
gotta
beside
fix
beings
this.
who have a mighty heart like yours.
Can you hear the audio?
Yes.
You will fight dangerous gangsters, corrupt police, evil politicians, and unscrupulous child traffickers. You will be up against interdimensional demonic entities who have preyed upon the innocent for centuries. And you will stop them all. This is the only fight that matters. This is Operation Safe Place.
Every girl safe.
Now, yeah, that's the like failed experiment of trying to teach people on a browser-based game. So the browser-based game is fun if you got fast internet, but it can be much better when you actually install it on your PC or your phone or whatever. We're working somewhat diligently on that.
Got it.
So Mavis read the first 4 pages, I think, of From Darkness Light.
What'd you think?
I love it. I love it.
It's
I
really
can't wait
good.
to read the rest because I ended where there is the guy who comes in between the seal and the guys who are attacking the house when she turns 13.
Wow, so you started reading the moment I sent it.
Yes.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat, dear. Ooh, that's pretty neat. So let's see. What do you guys remember about the rules of time travel?
You can grow going forward, but you can't back.
Yes.
Oh, and
then a shortened snippet.
yeah.
Like that's the quickest way I can summarize it.
Yeah, you can go forward, but you can't go back. It's pretty cool. So I've been getting like maps for the game. Let me show you. Share the tab instead. So you can buy like full maps. So remember, you can go forward, but you can't go back. So so when we go in the lore, when we go and fetch some of the players, you'll actually start in a little village like this. You actually start the game in a village like this, and then you get asked to come and help because you're this epic warrior of renown in your time. So you've got like this rusty old sword, and portals have started opening around your village, and now you've got to do something about it, you know. So I love the concept of starting when there was no technology, so that you can really appreciate the weapons that you have, you know, when you're being attacked by the same things.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Let me see. There should be a video, yeah.
Do we get to shop for swords?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
For everything. Check it out.
Wow.
See, so it's great. You can buy such cool things. I don't have to build this. I bought it this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's all
Wow.
packaged like this already?
Well, it doesn't have the people talking to each other. I'd love it if it did, but
Right.
it's got all the rooms and everything.
It's all pre-made.
Yeah. There's a lot of
This is
assets
great.
like this. like this, the town itself. See, like that, man. I want all these guys chopping and stuff, but I have to figure out.
Do you
look,
get
world
courage for
building.
chopping wood?
You will
doing
in the end,
chores?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
and in the end you will, yeah. So it's great.
Yeah.
So because I want like a lively environment, so that when there's a weight to what you're doing. It's not just a game, but you actually feel like you're doing something. You're so I'm trying to figure out how best we can do the story of Lucille Samuel / Katsu, Apt, Crispus, and that whole gang. How you can experience that uh, in such a way that when you start playing, even in the multiplayer, the single player mode, so even when you start doing this stuff over here, you like know what you're doing, you know what you're defending over here, and you know what's attacking, and there's actually a weight to it. So you got this inner dialogue, this inner story in your head, and it's going somewhere, and that's why you're working for these it's just loading up. Sorry, I sprayed too much. I like this cologne that Donald gave me, but now I'm more like coughing on it. So
Were you stinky today?
I wouldn't say I was stinky, but when I've been sitting for a while and I start feeling sweaty, and I go for a
Yeah.
walk in the sun, then I'm like, I am conscious of smelling nice. I like it when people smell nice. I like to smell nice. I like when
Me
people
too.
just stinking.
Hotter climates. And I haven't really noticed it so much down here yet. I'm sure it'll come. But it's like a I don't know, a sauna.
Florida. Which part of Florida are you in? The swampy areas?
No. Naples by the ocean.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, there is like a little swampy thing here, but I mean, it's not. It's just like,
Wherever there's ocean, there's little swampy bits. We got it all over here as well.
oh yeah, I know what you mean, but there's not as much swampiness, I guess, in this area, I would say. Lots of pools.
Yeah, it's very South Africa-ish. Anyway, yeah, you see, so like this is a text scribe. Obviously, they're from the future, or they're in the future, and somehow they've joined the battle. Like, we got to figure out how to do this. Like, a text scribe would be influenced by the future, but somehow be not from the future. Because that's the thing where I'm trying to figure out how time travel would work without it being able to change the future, which I don't think is really possible, but we can fiddle around and figure it out. So, I love the tech scribes,
Yeah.
They build a whole story around it. So all these different collections, like your angelic guardians.
Can you get like tech wisdom from the future?
Yeah, you can.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what they do. So you got these guardians that actually exist in that space, in that spiritual space between dimensions and times.
Yeah.
And so they can come through, and they come and protect the girls, because there's obviously demonic entities coming through there. So it should be fair that you could get some male strippers.
I remember seeing these when we first met, and I got into the game and was able to poke around.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I liked them.
Yeah, they're very cool. Like imaginative. Yeah, because I figured anything that's between here and there and comes here could basically choose what it wants to look like. So it'll be mega attractive.
Who made these portraits or this art? Do you list that? Or is there a way to
I
find
did.
out? You did
Yeah,
it?
I made it on Mid-Journey. Yeah, it's all AI.
Oh, you made all of these.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Well, the small collections I made and the big collections Chennai made using Mid-Journey. So like these smaller collections, I made the Angelic Guardians and pretty cool, eh?
I like it.
Dun, 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 da, 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 da.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so let me see what else. Also
Shopping
the
for
nice,
angels. That'll be fun.
yes, yeah, shopping. Yeah, and the cool thing is anything you buy is an investment, you know, because later on you can put it on the market again, and there's only X amount of these things.
Yeah. Mavis, what are you gonna buy? Are you gonna play?
I have no idea.
Are you gonna play the game?
Yes, I have played the game. I have
Oh, okay.
the first few cards that you get for free. And I think I have reached level 13.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Mavis was having fun during the demo stage, which is coming now again in the first person play modes. I like both, you know. I like the 2D version very much, like this over here.
Yeah.
Because this one's a lot more relaxed because you just click on a thing, just put it down, and KKK. What is KKK? The Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, hi Vanessa. Yes. Oh, I saw she made a note
Oh,
a long time ago.
there's someone who jumped on stage, yeah, called KKK.
Did they?
Yeah, you left. Now they're gone.
Somebody's messing.
Oh, they obviously either it's someone whose initials are KKK or it's someone who thought they could just jump on stage and start saying stupid things, but you're in my back room first before you can jump on stage.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, right, yeah. So I was doing this. So this for me is mega relaxing, you know, where you can just select something, put it down. Because the other versions are going to be it's frenetic, you know. You've got to be there the whole time. You're in it. Chicken dinner. Yeah, you gotta play hard. Work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
So when does your PC arrive?
Said by Thursday. By Thursday. I have the monitor.
Oh.
But then I didn't open it yet. And then we're gonna take my roommate, she has a standing desk, and I'm gonna put it in like the kitchen entry, so I have a window looking out. There's just not enough room in my room.
That's
so yeah,
cool,
then won't interrupt her, and she can have her space, I can have mine, and
yeah. And the cool thing is, like the days when we live, you could actually just share your screen and we can tell you exactly what to do, which cards to get, you know.
Yeah, and I will.
Like I've got all my favorites here, like grenade launchers and stuff, to get you set up as well again, Mavis, so that you can play again.
Yeah.
I think Mavis, like like all the Tinos and Donalds and Chennai and everybody, they're waiting for the actual run around, shoot them in the face game, and then they'll be on with us all the time. Well, nighttime for us, afternoon for Ash, when they'll be jamming and streaming live, and it's going to be fun. So my setup over here is I've got a slowing tower, and I've got some snipers, and I've got a virus tower to give them the flu.
To give him the flu?
Yeah. So
Who was that?
So I just put a grenade launcher down now. So grenade launchers are cool because they got splash damage, so they can kill a lot of things at the same time, and they
Okay.
can handle shields quite nicely. Shield is the orange thing around, so there's no shields yet. Those pink things coming over there, that's shield. That's armor. See, so the snipers deal with armor, and the virus tower ignores armor and shields and eats away at the little thingy-ma-things.
Thingy-ma-thing.
Yes, the whatchamacallit squeegee guaca thingies.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't if you want to suffer, you speed her up like this. Snipers and machine guns are very, very inaccurate if you don't have a slowing tower. Otherwise, you've got to line them up. But it's better to have things coming straight at them. I mean, right now I've got this terrible lineup. So let me move things around. The cool thing is in this mode, you can move things around. We'll figure out how to do it. So if you want your snipers to be really effective, you put them like this. So
you clump them up.
Yeah, so I'm going to upgrade that one so that they both shoot. Now, what happens is they shoot in a straight line like this.
Yeah.
And if let's say one of them is killed or they miss one, it hits the one behind it. So efficiency wise, it's a much better stratagem. So you'll see now how they look at that. See?
Yeah, they get pushed back a little bit.
Yeah. And then generally
creepy creatures.
yes, scumbaggery. And then let's see what we got here. There's a machine gunner, grenade launcher, a healing tower. Boss knockers are great for bosses, but they don't shoot at anything else, only bosses. I love rocket launchers. I got a bunny. That was my free bunny card as a rocket launcher.
Yeah, what do the bunnies have to do with it? I remember you could get free bunnies. Why'd you pick bunnies? Or
I don't know. All the people who said that we should do a free mint said do free bunnies because they were excited about bunnies. So I did bunnies. I don't know if it was a good decision or a bad decision, but everyone seems happy with their bunnies. Alan certainly was.
I thought maybe it was around Easter or something.
Yeah, so the bunnies come from a parallel dimension. So people can come across from a parallel dimension, and the bunnies came across to come and help. The story behind them is that they were lab experiments, the splicing of human and bunny. So they kind of took over. Humans were very evil in their area, so they exterminated humans in their dimension, and then they just evolved to be these humanoid bunnies with their own civilization, and they've come to help us because we're good humans.
There you go.
There, one got through. Oh, another one.
So what happens when
13.
What happens when it gets through? What does it do?
See, my life over here is down to 66%.
Oh, it went down. Okay.
So that's Operation Safe Place. So we're supposed to keep the baddies away from the girls. And that's them getting through. So I've done a terrible job, and I should be stoned in the street. Although, as I understand it, for many people, the word stoned has a different meaning.
Yes,
A
a lot more of that talk
gotta
going on
upgrade
around
these
here.
things. Yeah, so you can choose. Is that a bird
Can
or
you
a
hear
squeaky wheel?
That's a bird. Um, so there's some widow's bird, and it's a nocturnal bird, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
it wakes my roommate. It sits outside my roommate's house and just or window and just squawks. So she's like, it was up from 1 to 5 last night. And so we're like, we need to go hunt this bird because it travels around the neighborhood. Like it
Oh,
must.
is it just a noisy nuisance?
Oh my gosh, it's just yeah. I'll have to find the video and send it to you because it just constantly. This I can handle, but that thing at night, I'm like, oh my gosh. So we're gonna go bird hunting.
It's so funny hearing hippie chicks talk about going bird hunting. So you're gonna go whack that bird.
I don't know what we're gonna do to it.
Time for the bird
Like,
to die.
yeah,
To die? It's got to die. It's die. You
die.
die to die.
Yeah. I was
So
like, can we
long.
feed it or something? I don't know. We'll have to do some research.
Feed it.
Try and trap it.
Exacerbate the situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
oh, oh. No,
So where do you
maybe-
get all these cards, and how do they how can you or the tiles?
Uh-oh. I've made a big boo-boo now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're gonna get through. So you get the cards. Either you can do missions in Discord, and then
Mhm.
we give you courage in Discord, and you can spend that on cards in Discord, which then goes to your account.
Okay.
Or you can spend money like real cash or Polygon on the marketplace and buy the cards, and then they get added to your inventory. And then from your inventory, you build a deck. So it's a deck of cards. You know, your hand
Yeah.
of cards that you take into the game. So you can choose. I think you can go like 25 cards or something like that.
Got it.
And then you can build. You can take in what you want to.
Okay.
So there's support cards and damage cards and all manner of stuff.
Okay.
Man, I've made such a boo-boo now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there they go. Donk, donk.
Can you build the courage up, or does it just go down?
Over
How
here.
do
Yeah, you can build it up. Yeah, so you kill things and then you get courage. And
Okay,
you can
and then
spend
it'll
it on
build up again.
cards, yeah. And you click on something and you drag it in.
Okay.
It's right fun. I like it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy having a little bit of fun, if you know what I mean. It's always
Yeah.
good to have a little bit of fun.
It is.
What's going on here? Okay, so I'll just do this. No. Oh, I blocked it off there. That's what I did. I blocked it off by mistake. If you block it off, they're going to take the path of least resistance. They're going to take the least of path resistance.
Yeah.
There we go. We should be okay-ish now. So, Mavis, what have you been up to today?
Today?
Yeah.
Today I was just packing. We got Sunday food donation from Coach. So I was picking that up. Yeah. Picking that up and getting the Daniel restaurant ready for our wisdom session tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's tomorrow.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Guess what I had for breakfast?
What?
What was Jackson busy with yesterday?
Eggs, omelet.
Yeah.
We had one yesterday too.
Nice. Is it? Were you inspired by Jackson?
I eat a lot of eggs and omelets. What did you have in yours?
I don't know. It was nice. I don't ask questions. I've just told Janetti I don't want any more starch in my diet because I'm getting fat now. Roll
You
me
don't know what
around. Yeah.
you don't know what was in your omelet? Couldn't
Yeah, I
you
know. It
taste
was
it?
just nice. No,
Like
that was nice. I know there was a mushroom in there or something, and
cheese?
you can ask Mavis. I don't ask what's in there. I just eat it. Otherwise, I'm going to start saying what I don't like and what I like, and getting fussy and stuff.
Oh, so you were shrooming off of breakfast? Okay.
Shrooming. Yeah. Did you just shroom my preferences?
Micro shrooming, or what is that? What
Micro
it's called?
shrooming.
I think that's what it is.
some
Microdosing shrooms or something. I think is what it is. I don't know.
Shroom, 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 shroom. So these ugly things over here, which I want to get rid of, they're like supposed to be no power in the thingy, and then you repair it and you can put stuff in there.
The pink thing?
These red things, yeah. See these red things?
Yeah, what are those?
They're supposed to be power that's out, and then you've got to replace them.
Oh.
So you'll start. The starter cards is a laser, a machine gun, and a revealing tower.
Yeah.
And that's to just get you starting and learning how to use things. Oh man, that's not supposed to happen. It hurts. And then you buy the other ones or win the other ones or earn the other ones. There's 12, I think, 12 or 14 different cards you can have on the battlefield. And my favorite's a virus because I'm lazy. Oh, it sounds like Mandy's back. Guess who's back? Mandy's back.
Your wifey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her. She's nice to me.
How low can you go? Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. How high can you go?
Yeah. As greetings go. Hi. Do you even hello, bro?
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Well, hello there. Well. 3 holes in the ground.
Oh.
If it isn't my nemesis, Mr. Nemesis. Oh, they're back from ballet.
Oh, did they go to
dance? Yeah. Well, the kids all do ballet. See Mavis and Ashley over there.
Hello.
Hi.
She's like, hi, bye. Hey, Rinks. How was ballet? Was it good? You got all your
What did you learn
croissants
today? Hi.
Auntie Mavis online.
There's Auntie Mavis, yeah. And there's Miss Ash.
Hey, where's Megan? Megan wants to say hi to her and Mama.
So Mama's probably in her office somewhere.
Okay.
Love you.
Dada!
What?
You still remember the chicken song, Fresh Mama? Like it?
You see Mama.
She's saying yes. I know, already.
Go put your croissants down. Funny bunny.
Oh, funny bunny.
Let's see. So I want to put a slowing thingy squidgy guaca ramification here. There's a revealing tower, so we can see the invisible things. Where did I put the slowing tower? Did I? Didn't I? Where did I didn't know? Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe. I have no idea what I'm doing. Tomorrow,
So do the girls have a dance
Yeah?
recital coming up?
Well, I don't know what they're doing with ballet. I assume they've always got something. I know they're also in the church hip hop dance team, which is very cute.
Oh, how cute. Oh, if you get a video, you gotta post it. I want to see it, or send it to me in Messenger. No, it's just that time of year for recitals. So I was wondering if they had one.
Oh, Mavis,
At least
do
in the
they?
US.
The kids, do they have like a
End of the year recital?
Yeah, like when's their next ballet parents must come watch event thing?
Yes, there is, but it happens towards the end of the year. They
in
have
December?
one big, they have one big event where we see all they have like 5 to 10 different choreographed dances that they've been doing throughout the year that they dance together in groups, different genres.
Got it. Okay,
Oh.
so that would be your recital. In the US, our year runs on like our school year. So right now it's wrapping up and there'll be a lot of recitals and whatnot.
You
to
still
end
have
the
schools
season.
in the US?
Yeah.
Oh, we just feed information to our kids genetically now. We don't, I mean, school is so old school. Hey, Jackson.
Hello.
Jackson, guess what I had for breakfast?
Good morning.
Bacon and eggs.
No, omelette.
Enjoy.
Jackson was like, bacon and eggs. I'll kill you next time you ask.
Yeah. What are you eating this morning? Is this your breakfast?
This is more like a snack, and it's 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah, I forget. Sorry.
Just bought up a bit of pre-baked bacon.
Oh.
Jackson is a boy's name. Is Jackson like your real name? Did your like your mom and dad name you Jackson?
Nope.
Oh, so your real name's like Alfonso or something?
Nope.
What is it?
It's Nanya.
King Nanya the Fourth.
Yeah.
You guys know Nanya, eh? Nanya beeswax. I need a healing tower. And so I saw you were on Discord until late as usual last night, Jax. What were you playing?
What time?
I don't know, probably like 1 a.m.
We were playing Lords of the Fallen.
Lords of the Fallen. What is
Yeah.
that? What style?
Something
that
like
your
Dark, something like Dark Souls,
Oof.
which is really difficult.
Gluttons for punishment.
Yes. Yes.
Yummy.
I like a challenge.
That's good.
And Lords of the
Good for your
Fallen,
brain.
it's challenge.
It's very challenging.
Especially
Yeah.
since they've got inbuilt modifiers that you can activate. Like
To make
more enemies,
Things worse.
enemies are randomized, loot is randomized. So I never know what I'm going to be fighting. I don't know what loot I'm going to get. So yeah.
Sure.
Keeps it exciting.
Exactly.
Stressful. Very,
And
very
if I
stressful.
die, I have to start all the way at the beginning, and everything is randomized again.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
I activated all the modifiers.
Okay.
They like to play things on like redumulous difficulty.
Yeah,
Well, keeps it
I've got no,
exciting.
well, I don't know. I got no qualms cheating. I mean, I'd like to cheat in multiplayer, but I mean that's scumbaggery. Eh? But in player versus environments, a normal, just the single player games, I cheat if I can, shamelessly.
Shamelessly.
only when
Jackson and his-
necessary.
Yeah, but don't you feel like crap when you not like feel like crap, but when you win, you didn't really win because you cheated,
No,
or
man,
do you
I
still
play
feel
to have
proud of
fun.
yourself? Okay.
Well, I don't feel proud of myself for playing games. Oh, a boss got through. Ugh.
Only time I cheat is when I have no other choice.
Oh,
Then we get stuck in an area.
Exactly.
What? How did a boss get through? I'm only level 1. What is going on here? Have
My
I
skills are
achieved?
supposed to. My skills are supposed to help me through.
What's supposed to help you through?
The skills I have.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and if they don't work, then you just get extra. Well, the boss knocker is pretty. All right. Well, I guess most of them are pretty.
It's called Get Good.
Get good. All right. Here it comes. No boss knockers are pushing me around anymore. I mean, bosses. I can't believe that boss got through. I'm like 32% life. I'm getting
Oh,
worse and
no.
worse at my own game. So, Thursday or Friday. Well, Ash's PC is arriving on Thursday. Who's putting it together for you?
that's why I was
So-
at the meetup yesterday. I was like, does anyone here know how to put computers together?
I do.
So you'll have to. So we'll have
I'll
to do it
probably-
live, like an unboxing, and then we'll tell you plug that in over there. So make sure your camera's set up so that we can see your PC properly, and then we'll tell you switch that on, install this, install that.
Okay, I'll bring
That's
this
tomorrow.
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have to do it hopefully Friday morning, maybe Fridays
Yes.
during the call.
Yeah. So you can try and get it set up on Thursday, and if you're unsuccessful, then
Do you know, this is like one of my least favorite things to do is to plug cords and set up technology. And I used to have a job where I had to write instructions for people to do that.
I know the pain.
Oh
Well,
my gosh, it's my least
that's great.
favorite
So
thing
you're
to
going to be writing the tutorials for the game for all the noobs, so they can figure out.
Yeah, I'll write the how-tos. That's fine, but it's I don't like cords. Like everything should be cordless. In
It
my
really
world.
should.
Uh,
Oh man.
in my
I
case, the
got
only thing that's
cables.
cordless is my headset.
Well, no, my mom didn't like cords, like lampshade cords and stuff, so we had to go around the house and hide the cords. Growing up. And now I don't like cords either. Just they get all over. So
Hate
we'll see.
cords.
I'll try. I'll take a stab at it.
When it comes to gaming, we
Yeah.
prefer having cords because it's more reliable and
Yeah.
the latency is less.
It's true, yeah. I do. There's the trade-off. It's just when there's so many of them.
Man,
That's why I sit behind the computer.
Or should be, yeah.
I'm so bad at this game. He says playing his own game. Let's see. What is that? A laser? Maybe because I don't have any lasers set up. That could be it.
A laser.
Sharks with lasers. There we go.
You also need another
Good.
detector at the start.
You're right.
Hmm?
That might help. Oh, and I need 2 snipers at the beginning as well. Deal with the armor. The armor. Yeah. Yeah, I need to deal with this armor over here. Maybe I'm just going to take this one. Plunk it there. know?
You sure you can move those? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I can. Yeah, I think. Oh, no, I can't move that one. And they're gonna sneak up along the top there. I'm not thinking very strategically today, I have to admit. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I didn't think very strategically either.
Do you need a day off?
No,
Oh,
I'm talking about the game.
okay.
Like, you have to kind of think about it, you know, because you've got to deal with. So you got to deal with shields, and you got to deal with invisible things. You got to deal with armor.
Yeah.
Look, there another one got through. Corrupt politicians.
Ooh.
The worst.
So you got to deal with all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Thingamajobs and what's this?
What's wave 56?
So the waves are the different enemies that are getting increasingly difficult. Different kinds of enemies that are attacking you. The level is level of difficulty. So if I remember correctly, it doubles in difficulty every level. So there's 60 waves. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to make it to wave 60 because I've got such a moron build going, yeah.
And 20% life left.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, something's going to get through in the near future.
So then, if your 20% goes down to 0, do you have to start back at wave 1?
Yeah. Then you start at wave 1, level 1.
You have to start all over again?
That is correct.
Yep.
So, but that's arena mode. Like, there's going to be different modes where you can go from map to map to map to map. But this is our demo arena mode, so that people can go for, like, this is where, you know, you really test your build. You can see who can get the highest scores, and so in these arena modes,
yeah.
This is where people will be earning money for the highest scores, and you know, you're finding the best builds. Come on, bro. No. No.
He stopped him.
Ugh. I need a better. I don't know. My plans are bad plans.
Reconfigure.
Yeah, I need to upgrade things and do better things.
It's always about the things.
It's always about the things. So did you see the little rhyme that that our little AI lady, I put it in Discord. Did you see the rhyme that she
I have not yet. I'll have to go look.
I can load it quickly.
Yeah, let's do it.
Don't have to be bored watching me suffer through a video file. Hey, a video file is someone who likes videos. Okay, here she comes.
Open a time portal is to tear the veil, a path that tempts both holy and frail. 2. These gateways call forth shadows unseen, drawing energies where light has never been. 3. In the realm of spirits, time submits to none, a tapestry eternal, never undone. 4. Infants wander back through time's wide door, their spirits free to explore yore. 5. Adults march forward, never back, their spirits bound to time's unyielding track. 6. To seek one's past is a perilous flight, where spirits risk eternal night. 7. Forward we stride into futures unknown, where our fates by our own spirits are shown. 8. Each portal opened is a darkness unsealed, inviting chaos once concealed. 9. As portals ripple across the plain, barriers weaken and demons stake their claim. 10. He who breaches time must weigh the cost, for in the flux of ages souls can be lost.
Oh.
There you go.
Making
I don't know
it all
about
like
a couple of those, but okay.
Yeah, it's all Ridley. I'll play it again, and then Mavis is gonna tell us what she knows about time travel.
1. To open a time portal is to tear the veil, a path that tempts both holy and frail. 2. These gateways call forth shadows unseen, drawing energies where light has never been. 3. In the realm of spirits, time submits to none, a tapestry eternal, never undone. 4. Infants wander back through time's wide door, their spirits free to explore yore. 5. Adults march forward, never back, their spirits bound to time's unyielding track. 6. To seek one's past is a perilous flight, where spirits risk eternal night. 7. Forward we stride into futures unknown, where our fates by our own spirits are shown. 8. Each portal opened is a darkness unsealed, inviting chaos once concealed. 9. As portals ripple across the plain, barriers weaken and demons stake their claim. 10. He who breaches time must weigh the cost, for in the flux of ages souls can be lost.
So I'm going to have clues like this all over the game about different things. Like that's about time. The other one's about the portals. The other thing's about where Lucille could be, you know.
Yeah, I like it.
So, Mavis, what do you know about time travel?
According to this game.
Yes.
That there is, I'm going to paraphrase, that there is consequences to time travel.
Yes. Who can travel and who can't? Or who can and who shouldn't?
Maybe that's more the question.
Yes. So do you remember? Yeah,
Infants.
babies. Yeah, infants can be sent back in time.
Yes. Adults cannot.
In fact, so adults can only go forward, not backward.
Yes.
But infants can go back.
So you can probably send information back in time, but the risk is that you disappear yourself because you've changed the future. But now, here's one for you, Jax. Like, if we send a baby back, was it always like that in time, or are we endangering the future by sending a baby back?
It depends. There are two ways it can go. One, it's a danger to the time and space continuum, so butterfly effect. Or two, no, actually 3 ways. 2, it could have always been have been like this, and the world will move to ensure that it happens. So even if a person from the past forewarns about them being sent back as a child, the world will still move to make them go back, to cause as little ripples as possible.
So when you say the world will move, are you talking about people or physics?
Physics. For instance, let's just go as an example. The parents have been warned; they don't want to send their child back, so they refuse, and then a portal opens underneath the child, and it gets sent back anyway.
Oh, so in other words, the future is part of the past. So all of it is unchangeable, whether you like it or not.
Exactly. That's one way. Everything is predetermined, and the world will move to ensure that predetermined fate happens.
But the predetermination is because it's historical.
Yes.
So free will is still active, but history cannot be changed.
Exactly.
So if you coming back from the future is part of history, then time itself already knew it would happen.
And has to ensure that it happens.
That's cool. So that's another rule we need to check in there.
And thirdly, it's the way of Dragon Ball. It becomes a multiverse. It becomes a multiverse where the person goes back in time, thus splitting the timelines, making 2 separate timelines then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, I want to try and stay away from the multiple timelines thing, and try and so go for the interdimensional thing. So there's alternative Earths, but they're not influenced by. There's no branching of time. So
In that case, the second option is better then,
what is the second option?
where it is predetermined. History is set in stone, and will move to
Yes.
ensure the future follows history. So if someone from the future gets sent to the past, the rules of the world will send that person back in time.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a mind bender. Mavis is putting on her physics hat now. She's like a physics professor hat. Are you keeping up with all of this, Ashley? Because we want to kind of have an explanation that makes sense to players and readers in the lore. So
Sometimes a more complicated view is more fun.
So you like the branching view? Is that the one that you like, with the multiple?
No, where the world enforces it, and from there you can make all
yes.
sorts of scenarios about it. For instance, all sorts of things that happen, but the world will still try to ensure that it happens. When someone is sent
Yeah.
back into the past, and their actions have consequences for the history and the
Yeah,
future.
so a baby coming back from the future is kind of like, so that would explain why Jesus had to come back as a baby. He couldn't just come back and solve all the problems as an adult, you know. So because it's also nice to have like a kind of a biblical grounding as well, you know, because that sparks debate, you know, among your 2.5 to 3 billion captive audience, you know, potential captive audience. So you've got like these things that make sense with what we currently believe, you know, not necessarily know, just believe. So it's like, because I don't like, after watching you know, all the Marvel stuff, I don't know, it put me off the multiple timeline thing.
Yep.
The branching and thing, you know. And
I'm not a
watching
fan
the
of it
lo-
myself. The only
Yeah.
time I don't mind it is like in Dragon Ball, where because of the changes, that one timeline just gets wiped out entirely.
Yeah, exactly. It's so I like the idea of dimensions. So in other words, we start out with X amount of Earths, possibly, you know, and things, or maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think what like a dimension is. Yeah, okay, so here's one theory that I had. That every new thing that's created gets its own alternative reality where it's the dominating species. Like rabbits in one reality, they're the dominating species. Crickets would be the dominating species in another reality because of the fairness of the universe. So does that make sense? Like humans, we don't have claws or sharp teeth, but somehow we able to put lions in zoos. So in the same way, like the most defenseless thing that you can think of becomes this intelligent species, this humanoid thing, so those realities are not based on branches in time; they're based on what was created, what was made. So cats dominate one dimension. Because then we can have cats coming over. They can.
Are you sure cats don't dominate our dimension already?
That's very possible.
Yeah.
What do you guys think, Ash and Mavis?
Sure. That's just too much thinking on my brain today. I wasn't ready for that. I'll take a diagram when you have it figured out.
When we have it figured out. Yeah, I like the because I'd like players to have almost anything. And so you can't go back, you can't travel backwards in time, but you can travel sideways from one dimension to the other. So that means, if you want characters that are all cartoony Lego men, so even Lego, anything that people imagined or came up with. So in some horror dimension, some horrible creatures like sharp teeth and all that kind of thing, and they've got this kind society where they've managed to like evolve into these, like they have like a government, and they vote, and they and they've got like humanitarian equivalencies, so they're all like we are, these horrible omnivorous or carnivorous things. Yeah, I'm on level 2.
Yay!
Take that, doubters. I don't think there were any doubters. Nobody really cares. But that could be a fun angle. Jax, I haven't really heard of that kind of angle with the multiple dimensions where a new Earth is created when a new idea becomes reality. Hey?
That is one of the first multiverse theories I came across, where literally every decision you make, every movement you make, creates a new layer in the multiverse.
Yeah, that's kind of
which is why there are infinite multiverses, because it's not just you making decisions, but it's everyone around you also making the decisions, and they're constantly doing it, and they're constantly doing it in those multiverses as well. So constantly new multiverses are constantly expanding that way.
Yeah.
Making it infinite.
Yeah, so if we can get away from it being time-based and decision-based and make it more creature-based.
A multiverse like that's more doable. Where instead of the whole the multiverse dependent on decisions, you would have to combine two types of multiverse theories. Then one is a common ancestor thing, where a new layer of the multiverse is created through a major event. For instance, in one multiverse, the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs never happened. For instance.
Yeah.
Though that never happened in the first place. They just went extinct from being too damn big.
So like, let's say, Barbie dolls were created in this reality. So let's say there's an anchor reality. It was the first one. Yes. And then someone creates like a Lego piece, and then in that other reality, the Lego actually gets a chance to be sentient.
That would be, for instance, that would be a major thing, a major occurrence in that for it to split. So, for instance, the main universe would be a dead universe.
Yes, the first one. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
God spoke, let there be light, and then
major event. Second universe. Yes. Third universe. In that way, there will be one layer of the multiverse that is just pure light. Another layer of the multiverse that is just pure water. Stuff like that. But it's just water. There's nothing else but light and water. No fish, nothing. No land, nothing.
So when you arrive there, there's like nothing.
Exactly.
Because, so lore-wise, what we want to justify is Mavis coming in with her Meowvis collection of cats, and then it's got justifiable lore. Ashley coming in with her like hippie friends.
Here's another one for you. On the 6th day, he created animals and man.
Yeah. Yes.
One of the major decisions there is he didn't create man.
Yeah. So it could just be animals.
And that's another layer of the multiverse. And then, depending on those animals, one could have been raised to sentience, and thus another layer. and thus you have your different layers of your multiverse. It has to be a major decision that creates a new layer of the multiverse. For instance, the creation of AI.
Yes.
A major occurrence, timeline split, and now we have sentient Lego
Yes.
that now rule the
Yeah.
world because they've wiped out humanity.
Yeah.
Or
so
whatever
there's, like,
creature lives in the
So
in the
time
other multiverses.
is a line that goes up, and the dimensional portals let things come sideways.
Yes.
So then, I mean, that's a fun way. So I must have a deep conversation with ChatGPT to word that nicely. But that's a cool thing. So it's major events that
I hope you're
that could-
noting this down because this is really useful information for you.
It is, yeah. No, it goes straight into the stew. My brain stews it nicely. We call it a poikimos. Jackson knows what a poik is. It goes into my poiki.
I haven't had one of those in years.
Oh, so nice. I
I'm
make
not a
a
huge
mean
fan
poiki.
myself.
Hey,
Well, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do like certain types.
We got to go. Eh? Is it time to go?
it's time
Yeah.
for breakfast. I'm hungry.
Hi, hungry.
Okay. Hey, Uncle, I've got something for your next breakfast. French
Oh,
toast.
yes? French
Ooh,
toast.
that sounds
But
good.
I'm ditching bread and stuff, man. I'm going to have to figure out a French toast. Dude, I'm getting so fat. Oh, my word. It's like when I walk around lately, people are walking around me with those little Richter scale measuring devices. I need to lose some weight.
Why are you walking on wooden floors?
Well, it's
Did
wood
they do
upstairs.
fat tests for you in elementary school? They had this device that would grab your fat on your back.
Oh, really?
We never had anything like that.
Yeah.
That
Poor
I
kid.
mean, that I can't think of anything nastier.
Yeah, they grab your back fat and stuff. Like, come on,
Oh, my word.
poor kids. Anyway,
Well, enjoy
on
breakfast,
that
Ash.
note, I know. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a good
Next
one.
time.
Cool. Toodles.
Okay. Toodles.
Mavis, you're also welcome to bail if you need to. I'm just.
Okay, I'm gonna bail as well.
Yeah, cool. Have a nice afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, if you ever need me to do law rules or whatever stuff like that, I can pull it out of the ether for you.
Cool, man. Yeah, like I like the idea of building so the world must justify. Because I wanted to figure out how we could have alien landscapes coming in, and how we could have cyberpunk. So that was pretty easy, in that a portal opens and then something from the future or a dimension would come through. So that's how we could have
And
both the cyberpunky stuff. And yeah,
since you want to keep it on the biblical, it's literally on which day was it? Fourth or fifth day, where he created animals and plants.
yeah. So it's
Timeline can split there already.
Yeah, I think sequentially, because this line of thought's really cool. So sequentially, we could have new dimensions. So it's not timelines; it's literally it's an Earth, because it's a benevolent thing to give everything and everyone a chance to have a sentient soul. So,
Exactly.
So somewhere there's Jax the cat, and there's evil Jax. It's not an evil Jax and a good Jax. It's just, I shouldn't have said Jax the cat even, because we got nothing to do with each other in the different dimensions. You're your own person. But there's good and there's evil.
There's good and there's evil in every universe. Everyone is unique, but it has to be a massive event that splits it into a layer of the multiverse. For
Yeah,
instance,
absolutely.
here's one for you. World War One didn't happen.
Oh yeah. In that. Well, I
World
think
War
in
Two
those.
didn't happen.
I mean, that's
Multi-
completely
multiver-
unique to our history. Yeah.
Multiverse theories like that happens. So, for instance, a good example for the whole World War Two didn't happen. Red Alert. The game Red Alert,
Yeah.
where the Soviets invade instead.
Oh yes. Yeah. So in that reality, like everybody speaks German because no one fought back against Hitler. So whatever that is, maybe they're all gerbils.
There are actually two cases we can go with there. Well, three cases. It goes the normal way. We know it, where World War II happens, everything happens, our universe. The second one is Hitler didn't exist. Hitler was killed early or something like that. Someone killed Hitler before he could do anything. And thus, the Germans never go to war in the first place. And the Russians invade, and the Germans ally up with the rest of Europe to repel the Russians.
Yeah, but I mean, they wouldn't really be. There'd be equivalencies because they wouldn't be Germans and Russians because it isn't a different timeline; it's a different dimension. And over there, they'd have like an equivalency of World War or a non-World War. So it would more be.
It is major events that changes how it is. For instance, you can have a human multi-layer verse where the Roman Empire never fell, or the Babylonian Empire never fell.
That in the other dimensions, there's also humans in the other ones.
Yes.
I don't know. I preferred if like ours is the only human one.
I understand that, but if we're gonna go with major things happening,
just from a creative point of view, just like
the thing is, the way you can explain it then that you don't visit those other human universes is you cannot enter a sister universe.
But then why have it there? Because remember, it's about the game. It's about what's playable.
A sibling universe. Yes, true. That just means that we don't change. What do we call it? The sister universes are those where the dominant race is the same, and you cannot enter a sister universe then.
So you're aware of it, but
you cannot enter it because it's a sibling universe. I don't know why I go with sister universe. Why sister? Either way,
in that gen, yeah, because like my objective is to justify character choices. So an answer might be that they're not quite human. So, but you're saying they have same history as ours. It just certain things didn't happen.
That can happen as well. Exactly.
Which then gives you this unlimited universes
possibility. For instance, you can because of the alien landscapes that you had. That just because the main race is human in both in two different landscapes, those are not sister universes because of the structure of the world. There has to be a huge. If there are many things that are similar, like landscapes, types of people, they are sibling universes. If they are, for instance, different landscapes but the same race, they are not sibling universes. Since
PowerPoint here again.
Since the creation of the land masses happened before the creation of people, so it is a major event.
Let's see.
With the 6 days of creation, we have the basis of the multiverse. The alien landscapes. Those are major points that you can divide into However many you need.
Okay, so I got to figure out now. So yeah, let's start off with this. So what I want to avoid is
Clutter.
well, I mean, there are possibilities, but okay. So we would. I just want to insert a table on top of this. So we would have. Let's see if I can make it transparent. Because with yours, it's not. There's no simplicity here. Yours is like need a lot of brain power. Okay.
I will create the law for your world if you need it.
Okay, let's have a look here. So this is the table design. What is this? Come on, make it see through. Whatever. I'm sending you to the back. What? Order? Come on. Send to back. Okay, so this, let's call the line that goes up and down. All the lines that go up and down, those would be time.
Yes.
So our game takes place.
Your game takes place in one of the timelines. Just not our current timeline, for instance.
So let's say that's where the game takes place, right there.
Yeah.
In that timeline.
Yep.
So the evil guys over there, and they're fetching. So they're fetching girls. So they're coming down. They're trying to capture Lucille, and they're trying to fetch more girls because they've sacrificed fertility for immortality. So they can't travel here themselves, but they've figured out a way to abduct girls through those portals. So they've obviously got agents in our time doing it. Right. Now, my thoughts were that you've got these parallel. Let me just grab another color here. So you got these. Oopsie, that was a bad stripe. But anyway, you got these parallel dimensions. And in these dimensions, this is where the rabbits became, the rabbits got.
The rabbits were the ones granted sentience by God.
Yeah.
On day 6
so there are humans there, but they're like monkeys, same kind of level of intelligence. So they.
I wouldn't give them human bodies in those. I wouldn't put humans in those. So
humans weren't created at all. So,
yes. The main reason for that is God created humanity in his own image.
Yes.
So this would be a decision where God decided not to create humanity, a sentient race in his own image.
Yeah, so this gives every
just like the seraphim.
Yeah. See, that's the kind of thing that we want in there, so that because it's going to justify a lot of cool cults and beliefs. So when it moves to an MMO game, we've got these alliances. What's it called again? Factions. You want to get weapons and clothes and stuff from that particular faction, then you kind of have to believe what they believe. So these are all different dimensions where you're coming sideways, and now time zone wise, okay, so things can move sideways from another timeline. So instead of something, so let's say, like with the standard kind of time branch theory. So let's say these alternative realities at the major events are branching off. Let me just get a different color again. So let's say these things are branching off. So those would count as dimensions, and things can come sideways.
Yes, except into sister and sibling universes.
So, yeah.
So, for instance, You can move sideways into other layers of the universe, but you cannot go into a sibling universe because of.
So yeah. What's the
See it like
justification?
this. See it like this. It's a funnel. You can when you leave your layer of the universe, you jump outside the funnel. The funnel. Hang on. Let me grab a funnel.
I'm just trying to think. I don't like the idea of another me. Not as yeah.
Yeah, that's why you can't go into a sibling universe. You see, with the funnel, the time comes up from the bottom, and here it splits because of a major event, creating wider arcs. When you jump to a different layer of the multiverse, you don't jump inside the funnel. You have to jump outside the funnel.
Let's explain that again.
Okay.
Go for it again. Yeah.
The main timeline comes through here. Then it splits into the multiverse of your sibling universes because of a major event. When you jump to a different layer of the multiverse, you cannot jump within the same sibling worlds.
Okay.
So
because
when
you can't meet with you because you already exist here.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you jump to a parallel universe, you jump outside it. So eventually, it's not just one funnel, but there are multiple funnels from the branching from major occurrences in a timeline. So at some point, because of a branch, you do not exist, and so you can visit that universe.
Oh, so you can go where you're not.
Yes.
But you can't go where you are.
Yes.
So if we had to bring this down to the biblical principle of judgment, who gets judged? All the versions of you?
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. When it comes to the judgment, it's all the versions of you tend to be the same eventually. So in this universe, we would have it like you yourself are one part of a hive mind, for instance. And when you disappear, that hive mind congregates into one solid mind, and that mind is then judged.
We could make it that it's necessary for judgment so that you could actually see what it would have been like if you made the right decision.
Yes.
In each case.
Yes, because your mind, your souls are connected from your multi-layer parts. So when it is time for your judgment, your souls are put together, and you are shown what you did wrong, and if your overarching soul, for instance, is good, then you go to
Yeah.
But
that's actually quite cool, because we can actually then maybe build in kind of like the architect in the Matrix, that guy. You have an encounter with him, and then he explains this concept with all these ergos and stuff. So that's an AI. It's a literal AI that we can make that really understands this concept, and you can sit and ask him all these incredible questions where you're like, okay,
I claim the role.
John Drew. Who's John Drew? There's John
For instance,
Drew. John Drew to stage.
But with this,
I met Ashley last night. You guys know who Ashley is, right?
Yes,
we were just talking to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome, John.
Thank you. I didn't realize you would bring me up on stage. How big is your audience out there?
It's not that huge. It's like about 17 watching live right now, and then afterwards, a couple of hundred will have a look, because we're still building the game and coming up with the concepts. I don't know if you heard Jackson and I trying to figure out how the timeline works in the game.
It's a funnel. It branches here and goes up.
Yeah, no. Actually, I've only been listening for about 2 minutes, and I haven't really been listening. I just had you in the background because Ashley told me about the stream, and I just wanted to see what it was all about.
Oh yeah, this is the stage. So the stream is on multiple platforms, and then this is the stage where we jump on stage and we show the different bits of the game we're working on. And there's a good-looking dude,
Yeah,
John Drew.
Is your last name Drew, Uncle Funk?
Andrew, yeah.
Oh, you're Andrew. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Jackson and I are right now. So in the game world, so we're building this game with very deep lore. I don't know. Have you got any kind of gaming history?
I don't. No, personally, I don't. But I run a meetup group in Naples. It's a Bitcoin and blockchain meetup group in Naples, which is where Ashley showed up last night, and I met her. And yeah, we have a sort of a small gang of gamers in the group. So,
oh, nice.
I wanted to see what the stream was about. So that I
awesome.
could, let them know.
We're currently building on Polygon. I wanted to build on Bitcoin ordinals, but or even Bitcoin if it had a layer 2 function, because the gas would be just too high for in-game assets. But like I was really looking at doing ordinal inscription. Are you familiar with Bitcoin ordinals?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the technical parts of it, but I know what they are, and yes, I understand sort of how it works.
Well, I'll give you a quick TLDR on what we're building, and then you can be up to speed. So generally, in games, and I'll actually show you what we're building so you can understand what we mean by games. It's actually a game. So generally in games, you play and you unlock things. You unlock, a new sword, a new jacket, a new gun, whatever it is, and you've worked so hard to get that thing, and that we've decided, and a lot of people who are building on Web3 have decided, why not make that an actual asset, so that you can actually sell it to other players,
right?
And so the whole concept behind this game, besides it being a fun game with rich story, and that's what we're working on now, like this rich lore backed and real journey for the player. We want an environment where you can grind away and work away and earn things and actually be able to make a living by selling it to other players. And also the actual in-game currency is it's based on a layer 2 chain, which is why so Polygon, I'm not sure if you know Polygon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Polygon is it's level 2 off Ethereum, and our in-game currency is called Courage, which is of Polygon. Reason we chose it is because the gas for the transactions is so low, and we want to cover that gas for new players, people who are coming from the Web 2 world, don't know anything about cryptocurrency. And you can bring in tens and tens of thousands of people into a cryptocurrency environment without them realizing it, because most people don't understand the power of blockchain. They don't understand the power of getting outside of the fiat world.
Right.
So, and when you bring up words like NFT or digital asset, or for most people, for anybody who's kind of savvy with the NFT world, what springs to mind there is like pyramid schemes and community-driven scams, and that kind of thing. So we decided we were just going to build this this game where the asset itself is the NFT, but unless you're in Web3, you're not going to know it. All you're going to know is that you can sell this to your friends. The guys who know Polygon will be dealing in Polygon. The guys in the gaming environment will be dealing with Courage, because they'll do everything with that coin. And I'll quickly launch something just to show you what the
So
game's going to look like.
are the NFTs that you earn, are they interchangeable with other games?
That we make, yeah.
Okay.
So we're making a whole bunch, and we'll see what relationships we can build with other gaming environments. To say, listen, because we load them with metadata. The NFTs are loaded so that it can be playable across the different games.
Yeah, so that's not a really a new concept.
No, it's not. Yeah,
because I know that there are other games in the past where you can earn things and buy them and then sell them, especially like plots of land and things like that. Maybe I'm thinking metaverse, but I think the uniqueness is that you're keeping it all on the blockchain, and you're able to actually turn that money that you sell, like your cryptocurrency, then becomes something of value outside of the game.
That's correct?
Is that right?
Yeah, because there's a gaming platform called Steam, where really most games are there, and initially I wanted to I didn't really care about the cryptocurrencies and blockchain and speculation, and I wasn't excited about any of that. But one of my priorities is that I want players to be able to make a real living off my game. I want them to play the game and make a real living. And Steam has a marketplace, but you can't take the money outside of Steam. And then I looked at a lot of others, the different player platforms and environments. So you can't take the money outside there. They want you to spend that money on more games in their environment. So I just thought I'd like to either find one or create an environment where I don't really care how it happens. I just want someone in Somalia to either have a laptop or a phone or a PlayStation 2 and be able to change their life by playing the game. Because, I've been in NGO life for 30 years. So anything I do, I like creating games. I'm a gamer. So even that, I'd like to use it to change lives, and the best way to change someone's life starts off economically, because if you get them just onto that Maslow list, then you can start teaching them and training them how to be a good husband or a father or a provider. But while the guy's hungry, you can't hear nothing.
Exactly.
Then I'll say it a bit like from my point of view, it's like you want people to be able to play the game, earn their stuff in the game, and if eventually they don't want to play the game anymore, they're done with the game, they can sell the assets of that game to others who want the ones that person already has.
Yes.
And
that person can cash out all the things
that you can also cash out.
Yeah, that person can cash out everything they earned in the game to anyone who wants to buy it, and that money they can then keep for themselves.
Yeah.
To help them in their further endeavors and all that.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great concept.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally just keep playing the game,
Yeah.
So just to show you, these are some of the visuals in the world that we're building, so it's a real game, it's a...
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so it's not one of those, share, I don't know, most of the cryptocurrency games really suck. It's like, they're not real games. It's just scams on top of scams. So in this gaming world, that's what we're busy working out.
Nice.
Let me just select this thing to be lit. This is in Unreal Engine. So in this gaming world, so our key NGO that we're working on is called Operation Safe Place. So you can hear by my accent, I'm South African. It's literally the most unsafe place on earth to be a little girl. Even with what's happening in Gaza, it's safer in Gaza to be a little girl in wartime than it is in South Africa on any day to be a little girl.
Wow. Indeed.
So we created this gaming world. This place is called Unsafrica, South Africa, Unsafrica. And it's a it's basically, in essence, just lots of portals open up all over the place. Demonic entities are grabbing little girls, and heroes from all over the place come in to defend these portals with tower defense, etc., etc. So that's a very short version. So we're building an exciting single player campaign and multiplayer campaign. I've got 6 different teams working on the different versions of the game, and it's AAA is like your top end game. We wanted to look like a AAA game, but we're working on like a half a Z budget.
Yeah. I understand that. Yes. Real good there. But listen, guys, like I said, I wasn't planning on being brought up on stage, and I'm really busy. So I'm going to have to sign off.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate you showing me this. And if you allow me, can I make a plug for something that I'm working on?
Of course, go for it.
I've got a conference coming up this weekend. So if any of your listeners are in Miami or close to Miami, we're doing Bitcoin Day Miami this Saturday, May 11th, at the Miami-Dade College Wolfson campus. It's just a one-day event. All day Saturday. We'll go start at 9 and finish at about 5, and then we'll go over, walk a block down the road and have a little after party. But it's just full of, we have 6 different Bitcoin panels talking about everything from Bitcoin fundamentals to Bitcoin philosophy.
How do they find out more? Let me just put it on screen.
Yeah, bitcoinday.io / bitcoinday.io
bitcoinday.io, yeah,
/ Miami 24, or you can just go to Miami 24.
Okay, like so. Is that right?
There it is. Yep. Perfect.
Cool. Yeah, I'll leave that on for a while if anybody is watching. That's this Saturday.
Yeah, and let me put in, so there's a couple of specials that we're running because it's last minute, right? So BOGO is buy one, get one free. So if you get to the ticketing, once you go to the website and click register, it'll take you to the ticketing. When you get there, you can put in promo code BOGO, or you can put in promo code Magic City if you want to go alone and get $75 off with Magic City.
Oh, cool. Let me quickly add that while you're up here. So they can just go there to bitcoinday.io and they can reach out to you there. There'll be a more info.
Yep. List of all the speakers is there. A list of all the panels and the topic areas. They can click on each panel and read more in depth about what their panels are going to be about. And yeah, it's all the information is right there on that website.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I'll leave it up for a while. Thanks for popping in. You're welcome anytime.
All right, great. Thanks a bunch. Yeah,
yes,
I'm sure I'll be interacting with Ashley because she's down here in Naples or in the area anyway, and she promised that she would be coming to our meetup groups more often. So hopefully we'll be in touch again soon.
Yeah, I think when you've got time, pop on and just let us know more about what it is, what you guys do, and then let's see, maybe some of our community will get excited about the Bitcoin days.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Wonderful.
Thanks a bunch, guys.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Yeah, good luck. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cool.
Right, where were we?
Yeah, it was random but fun. Yeah. Let's have a look here. Dun, 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 dun.
Either way, I will poke holes in. I'll make plot holes and I'll try and fill them in your entire lore for you.
I think that's fun. Yeah, because if you give me your ideas and thoughts, then we can feed it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will come up with, different angles of simplification, explanation, turning it into clues, in game. Because I like the idea of some people hunting down, because there's going to be abilities attached to if you want to travel interdimensionally or time wise, then you're going to need to know the stuff to unlock hidden portals.
I just got a better idea. Instead of calling it a funnel, it's better to go with a branch.
Yeah, just stick to the normal terminologies.
Yeah, with a branch. So let's put it like this. As a branch grows, it gains more branches on the branch and so forth. So when you travel the multiverse, you cannot travel to a layer of the multiverse that is at least, let's say, 10 joints down from the major decisions.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, those kind of rules, I think they'll make a massive difference.
I say 10 because major decisions happen all the time. For instance, I'll use an example. American elections that happened. Instead of Joe Biden winning, it was Trump that won. The world would be a
different realities. Yeah.
It would be an entirely different world. That is a major decision. And you can, as that's just one major happening in the multi of that branch. There's only one of the joints, so we would have to go back further to be able to jump to a universe similar, and that would, and that's why the different joints of the branches. You'd have to go back further and further to find the right branch before you can finally travel to that layer. I'd go back about. I'd say about major decisions happen all the time, major events. I'd say with the joints, to be able to travel to a universe with similar types of people, you have to go back, I'd say 100 joints, because major occurrences happen all the time. So around 100 to 1,000 actually works pretty well with your 1,000 year every 1,000 years a major's born.
That's a cool idea. So there's like a major branch off.
Exactly. For instance, your main villain, Nimrod, he also has his branches, for instance. For instance, one branch, he becomes the AI, whereas another branch, he stays human and never went evil in the first place.
Yeah.
And that Nimrod has now changed his name to, I don't know, the Architect or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And he is trying to stop the AI version. But because they are from the same branch, they cannot interact with each other. So they have to use a proxy. They have to fight via proxies to try and stop each other. And thus he is the Architect, for he is trying to develop a way to stop his evil self.
I like that a lot. Are you going to write all this down?
And it's gone.
No, that's fine. I've got it. Check how cool this is. I just added a bit of fog in here, a little bit of mist. It's pretty insane with a little bit of mist, eh?
You seem to be getting the light rays from the sky working right now.
Yeah, it's looking good, eh?
Where the sun is shining from behind them, giving light to the world. From behind the clouds.
This is an entire island where the portals opened up, and then suddenly found ourselves with alien stuff and a scary sky. And I need to save all on this, that's for sure. I've nailed something, yeah.
So
save all.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Does this earn me a title?
Yeah. If you part of the lore team, yeah.
I will work on your lore for you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love lore in games, man. I want rich. You can't go deep enough with lore for me. Every single character with a long story, you know?
I fall quite often into the rabbit hole that is the Warhammer lore videos.
That's
And
it. That's what we want. We want content creation like non-stop, just absolute madness.
We will create the
Where-
law, but we have to leave at least a few openings for retcons. Where we have to go back and fix things.
Yeah. Well, look, we've got time.
We have to make an in-universe method of these retcons. For instance, we've got the perfect target for that: the architect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'd have to give him a new name because Matrix already took the architect, but unless we just say it's the same guy. No.
We could, because frankly, all sorts of things can change and happen. This architect, for instance, there could be multiple of him. Because he is just one on a branch. One of many.
Yeah, one of many, like a real deal.
And because he comes from a lower branch, a way lower branch, for instance, with the splitting of his soul into the AI version and his normal version.
I don't think we'd be able to. I'd love to. I think we'd get sued up the wazoo by Warner Brothers.
How so?
But the term, hey? I don't know. It's just like...
How would they sue us? We are literally making this up out of nowhere right now.
The architect. Yeah.
You can't copyright the architect.
You're right. I
have a friend who is an architect.
Yeah, the architect. AI.
I am an architect when it comes to Minecraft.
An AI architect. I've got to do the entire screen. You got to hear this nice music that goes with this, with the visuals, man. Are you ready for this?
I'm listening.
There's the screen. Yes, share system. Hopefully you can hear yourself now. Got it. I'll put you on the other screen over here. So can you hear the music? Ooh, snacky time already. Is it choppy or smooth, the stream?
Choppy.
It's when you share the whole screen.
This music gives me Lord of the Rings vibes.
Yeah, I wanted like this epic music to go with the visual, especially on this. So I'm building this island so that we can tell a lot of stories on it. It's kind of like where the single player.
You're gonna have to increase the size of the island then.
Well, it's one of your first destinations. So I'll show you where you actually start. And I've also got to end the stream soon. Close that.
Well, you know how to contact me if you need someone to give you more lore and all that. I will also find holes.
Go for it. Like think about it. I'll send you the. Oh yeah, you said you don't particularly like reading.
If you give me a gist of, I do like reading, but if I know the gist of it, I don't need to read it. Mainly because let's put it like this: I've read so many books, so many comics that I can tell from the first chapter how it's going to end.
Oh yeah, well, stuff has to be predictable if it's a game. I think. I mean,
exactly.
There's a twist or two here and there.
right now we are working on the history and the mechanics of the world.
Yes.
We can move on to the story of the world later. We first need to have the history, the mechanics set in stone, basically, and only one way to do retcons.
Let me show you. So the player starts. So this is so there's a tutorial version, and then there's the single player story version, and you start in this kind of medieval world as a player because you're going to get pulled forward into the future, and the goal here in this, obviously those are just placeholders in Unreal's tutorial, but the idea is that you start off with a rusty sword. Portals start opening in this medieval world, and because you're so efficient at defending, this timeline, the AI in our timeline, or possibly from another timeline, whatever it is, actually comes and fetches you and recruits you to come and join the battle in the future, which is where we are. So, because I like the idea of you starting with a rusty sword, and then then you get a bow, and then the AI says to you, "Listen, there's a better way to do this," because you're being attacked by things coming through portals, and you've got to join the greater battle because you're such an efficient warrior in this time. And in this time, you start learning very basic things about the game, about the tower defense mechanics. So like the game that you had me look at yesterday, something that was a tower defense game.
Dungeon Defenders.
Yes, Dungeon Defenders. Yeah. So it's like you'd be putting down ballistas and stuff here in this little world,
You have to make. I'll say this: when you make these turrets, these towers, depending on the age that they're in, I suggest they be a bit more of the style of that time and age.
Absolutely.
For instance, for high-tech worlds, we've got high-tech things. For low-tech worlds, we've got stuff like ballistas, cannons, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then the moment you research, or we find that the AI that's mentoring you finds that you have a propensity for tech, it says to you, "Listen, this is excellent. We need you in another time." And then you head into the portal, and you're on that island where the next part of the story starts. So you're going to spend a good 4 hours in this part of the story. So you're going to be learning about, well, you're going to have one belief system here where obviously this is going to be deeply religious. Demons are attacking us, and and then you're going to move to a different time, and then you're going to start understanding that it's not just demons. There's things from the future, and there's things from parallel dimensions, and because that's such fun for me when your journey to enlightenment, or to technological enlightenment, is so spectacular and long. And did you ever read any of David Eddings' stuff, like the Bulgariad, anything like that?
No.
Well,
I may have actually, but I've read so much I can't remember everything.
Well, it's the typical farm boy trope, farm boy to king trope, and it's a case of, we want you to start off as nothing as possible, so that your journey to greatness has real meaning to it, and your journey to understanding, and so that there's this epic playability.
Well, we've got
that make
some.
sense?
I was just checking the private chat. Magic City.
Magic City. Was that?
From John Drew. Magic
Oh yes,
City.
that's his. That's the keywords if you want to get free entry.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, but you can toss the thoughts around. But the whole idea is like we'll possibly even start in a time before this one, like far back in Egypt, and then you get brought to help out in this one, and now you shifting from slings and bronze to it just depends on how much funding I raise at which stage. So at phase 1 it'll mostly be the single player arena based, like the 2D version that we've got now, where you're just defending, typical tower defense, and then we work hard to get to the MOBA where it's 4 versus 4, and then as we get people more and more excited about the concept, then we can start working in earnest. So I'm busy with the world building now already. That's why I'm buying all these cool kits and stuff for the different ages. I mean, I've even got like a full-on Cretaceous, but I don't know if we want to go that far back.
No.
I found this map. We're
using the biblical start, basically. So we can have dinosaurs. Because
what the guys say.
I have something for you. What do you think we used to call dinosaurs 500 years ago?
Lizards.
Dragons.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense, doesn't it?
I mean, in the kind of Bible dudes, that work around that thing, they reckon that the dinosaurs got the knock with the flood.
Nah, dinosaurs were on the ark.
Kind of theory.
Do you know why? Yeah. If you were going to put animals on the ark, would you take the adults or the babies?
Babies.
Exactly. Yeah. So it would make it a lot more manageable on the ark then. Instead of having the adults, you have the babies who.
I like that. Yeah.
Who, as you can see, they come off the ark and then they start proliferating. So they won't exactly be how do I put it?
They won't be huge, and you'll have a lot more on that ark.
Exactly.
And having full-grown lions, and I like that. Yeah, everything was babies.
Makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
It does. That's a great theory or hypothesis. Or
it's the best hypothesis I've got. I mean, you got to remember in the Bible they talk about behemoth. When you listen to the description of behemoth, that's a freaking sauropod, a freaking brontosaurus or something like that.
Do you think he saw us? That's a dinosaur with weak eyesight.
But yeah,
do you think he saw us?
It makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
It does. I like that. I like that a lot. That we're all babies.
Leviathan. For all we know, it could be a mosasaur or a plesiosaur. So most of the creatures we knew as dragons from ancient past were just dinosaurs. And there's evidence for it because there is on the casket of a bishop from about 600 years ago, there's a stegosaurus.
Gee whiz.
Yes, it's real. I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, we used to call them dragons. That makes sense.
It does. I like that idea,
And we're going.
Anyway, on that note,
it's more plausible. But anyway,
yeah,
we're done.
Probably see you tomorrow or whenever again. And thanks. It was fun. It was a nice, thought-provoking chat about multiple timelines and dimensions. I saw our Ash and Mavis started clocking out after a while.
I'm sorry, you have to be a law nerd to find
Yeah.
it interesting.
You have to love lore. Yeah.
Which is why you have people like me who are law nerds and will make the law for you.
Yes. Yeah. Just I've built like thousands of pages of lore. Yeah, I love it. I love it. We can go deep, deep, deep. Anyway, chat soon. May the force be with you. And with
Yeah.
you, Harry.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you, Gandalf. Cheers, buddy. Bye bye.